We believed she was dead almost from the word go. This one had so many red flags on it.
First at 5, Tulsa police say Cassidy Ritchie's husband has now been booked for her murder. She was reported missing last week. Then her car was recovered and she was found inside it 2 days later. Police learned today she died of blunt force trauma.
There has been a lot of confusion and even criticism about why police had Cassidy Ritchie's car Friday but did not search it until Sunday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lori Fulbright.
And I'm Craig Day. We go in depth on this story with an Oklahoma's own In Focus as News on 6's Reagan Ledbetter asked investigators those questions today and joins us live to explain the legal reasons that led to the decisions. Reagan?
Craig and Lori, investigators say there were so many red flags from the moment Cassidy Ritchie went missing, and the evidence made them believe she was already dead and had been murdered. They say this wasn't a rescue mission, and because of that, they had to do everything by the book.
It's hard enough to tell somebody that their loved one is dead, but to have to tell somebody that their loved one is dead and the killer gets to walk free because we jumped the gun and we did things that were extra legal would be horrific.
Investigators say Cassidy Ritchie was last heard from Sunday the 21st. They believe that's when she was killed. TPD put out an alert about her Thursday the 25th and posted a picture of her missing car. Investigators found her car along Highway 412 Friday the 26th. Investigators looked into the car from the outside but didn't see any evidence of Cassidy. They asked the suspect, Christopher Moreland, if they could search it since he's part owner, but he said no, so they got a warrant. They got the warrant on Saturday the 27th and the next day found her hidden inside.
Serving a warrant on a murder scene is a lot more intricate than serving a warrant, say, on just any car. I mean, we don't want to get into that car. We don't want detectives inside that car. We want crime scene to go over because we're looking for trace evidence, we're looking for blood evidence, we're looking for DNA evidence.
Lieutenant Brendan Watkins says the car was on the side of the highway days before they recovered it. OHP had even put a tow sticker on it.
We can place our suspect with the car on Tuesday at that location. The suspect did a very good job of covering the body up and making it appear like there was nothing back there.
Had they seen evidence of her inside the vehicle, they could have searched without a warrant.
You can do it fast or you can do it right, and we chose right because we don't want the suspect who killed her walking free because we decided to jump the gun.
Now, new documents say that witnesses told police Moreland and Ritchie argued daily. Now, investigators also say Moreland killed Ritchie and then spent 2 days in their car until he got a ride home on Wednesday. Live in Tulsa, Reagan Ledbetter, Oklahoma's own News on 6.
Cassidy Ritchie was the mother of 4 children. The oldest is in college, and of course, her family is devastated by her death. Her children say she has always supported them and was a role model, so they are now going to keep fighting for justice for her.
I think she probably would have been mind-blown, to be honest. At times, she just thought nobody cared about her sometimes, and we always told her there's nothing like that. We always care for you. We'd get in arguments at times, but at the end of the day, you're my mom, and we always loved you. And
a fund has now been set up by a family friend to raise money for Ritchie's funeral expenses, and we'll have that on our website at newson6.com. Chris Moreland, her husband, was booked into the Tulsa County Jail originally last Thursday on a Texas warrant for being a fugitive from justice, but now he has been booked for murder. Records show he was arrested in Montague County, Texas back in 2019 for assault and had 2 warrants at that time for having a gun as a felon and a parole violation in California, where investigators say he served time for murder. Records show he was arrested for family violence in 2021 in Wichita County, Texas, accused of slapping and punching his wife at that time, but that case was later dismissed. Records show he and that wife separated a year later, and she moved to Tulsa County and filed for divorce last August. Records show that divorce was not finalized, but he married Cassidy Ritchie in Tulsa just a few weeks ago on January 7th.